Hello and welcome to the 16th Annual Health Disparities Conference at Xavier University of Louisiana. My name is Elrayah, and I am a senior at Middle Tennessee State University. Today I'll be talking to you about a pregnancy education intervention for African American women, and this project was developed in collaboration with the HBCU Wellness Project housed at Meharry Medical College. So before I get into the details of the project, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on the problem. Infant mortality and pregnancy complication rates are very high among African American women in the United States, especially when compared to their white counterparts. Black infants have a mortality rate that is 2.5 times greater than their white counterparts. There's a clear and urgent need for solutions to the African American pregnancy health crisis. We know that pregnancy education may lead to behavioral changes that ultimately support healthier pregnancies. Prenatal care and preventative measures can reduce risks of pregnancy complications that ultimately lead to infant and maternal mortality. And we know that Black women are significantly less likely to receive prenatal care than their white counterparts due to a multitude of factors. Health education interventions that are interactive, informative, and culturally relevant to Black women will have the greatest impact on African American communities. So the methods for this project involved creating an educational event that would be targeted at African American women. We aim to recruit African American women in the Middle Tennessee area to participate in an educational event focused specifically on infant and maternal health. We primarily recruited our participants through promotional flyers advertising the event that were distributed using social media campaigns, email lists, physical flyers, and word of mouth. So upon arrival at our event, participants conducted a pre-survey. This was administered to assess baseline knowledge of our participants. After the event, we provided participants with a post-survey in order to determine whether there was a change in participant knowledge. The event included an interactive and comprehensive presentation provided by H.E.R Institute on infant and maternal health, and it involved a lot of interactive components such as questions, roundtable questions, pop quizzes, and giveaways. Some of the themes of the surveys that we administered included maternal and infant mortality, pregnancy nutrition, and infant care. We successfully recruited 30 total participants, all African American women between the ages of 18 to 25. Of those 30 participants, 18 completed both pre- and post-surveys. Of those 18, 67% saw an increase in their scores. What this means is that their pre-survey scores were lower than their post-survey scores. 22% saw no change in their scores, and 100% of our participants reported learning something new. So what exactly does this study tell us about African American women and specifically African American mothers? So exposure to the educational intervention increased most of our participants' knowledge of prenatal care, pregnancy health, and infant care. This suggests that our participants may be more equipped or better equipped than they were before to take control of their pregnancy and prenatal health. Participants that do have this knowledge may be more likely to seek prenatal care or adopt healthier pregnancy practices. Interventions can impact instances of pregnancy complications, including those that lead to infant and maternal mortality, especially among African American women and communities. Because the study sample was so small, we aim to replicate this study in a larger population sample of African American women in order to further determine the impact of education interventions on Black women's pregnancy practices. I would just like to take a moment to thank the following institutions for their support, both financially and through resources. Thank you to Meharry Medical College, as well as the HBCU Wellness Project at Meharry Medical College. Thank you to the MTSU African Student Organization for helping us promote our event and host it at Middle Tennessee State University.